So how is Thailand? Alright, now, today I want to take you along on a full month in this country, the big city of Bangkok, some of the islands that not too many people actually talk about, and I'll make sure to leave timestamps for you down below if you're interested in a particular part. It's gonna be some of the best areas of Bangkok, some of the best hotels, best activities to do, and the island that I didn't even expect to like as much, but I have to tell you, it surprised me in many ways. So with that, join me on a full month in Thailand. Just judging by the fact how often I've been here, it would be only fair to say it's one of my favorite cities in the world. But at the same time, with every visit it feels a little bit different. And today I want to share with you a little bit how this city is right now, why I believe it is one of the best big cities, not only in Asia but in the world to visit, but also some downsides that yeah, very often I wasn't sure if I want to keep coming back, but as of right now I think I have found my new favorite lookout spot in Bangkok. We are in the Embassy Mall on the Park Hyatt level, so there's the very nice cafe, open house, can get a very similar view. But yeah, absolutely love it with the MRT driving by here. Truly a Bangkok view. So I would say let's hit up the city center. Let's see how the city is right now. We're recording this as of end of January. And yeah, what a way to spend the winter. That I can tell you. 34 degrees, almost a bit too hot. But let's jump into Bangkok and let's see how it is right now in 2024. This area is kind of interesting in the sense of you walk on one street and you have pretty much the four biggest malls of Thailand all in a row, all within like 20-25 minutes. Okay, thank you. I'm okay, just walking. So here the Thai legendary tuk-tuks on the side of the road, and I just love the vibe of the street. That's to me is like truly Bangkok. And what I meant is still best of both worlds. You have like, let's say, I call it like cutting edge city, but at the same time always street food on the sides, and that's what I missed really a lot. After being in Thailand so many times, when I'm out for more than 6 months, I'm like, I need to feel these Thai flavors a little bit, so hopefully we'll show you a bit of that as well. But let's talk a little bit about what was really a bit of a disappointment when I was last time in Thailand, and it took a long time to get back to normal, honestly. So very central, but we walked into a shrine here. I remember being in Bangkok, I don't know if it was, I think it was 2020 when the previous king died. I think he was very loved and the whole country was super quiet at that time. It was a very interesting experience. Not sure exactly what the festivities are right now, but very cool to actually have that in the middle of the city, some fancy hotels in the background. And here is some type of Thai, I would guess, traditional dance. So, guys, something I used to really drink a lot, sugarcane juice. Usually, sometimes I make them on the street, by the way. 500 baht, big bill. Very strong. Okay guys, and there is a water monitor lizard. They're all over Bangkok and they're very cute. This one stopped just to chill here. Come on. I don't think, nah, you cannot climb up here. I don't think so. Come up. Okay guys, before we get back to today's video, a quick word from today's video sponsor, Level 8. If you have been watching the channel, you probably have seen them here before, but most recently I've switched over to their Carry-On Pro suitcase, and I have to tell you, it looks super premium. It has this little sleeve for your laptop, so if you're in the airport, if you're traveling a lot, quick access to have your laptop out and ready. Really nice feature. On the other hand, it's really light. My favorite piece overall used to be their aluminum suitcase, and while I would say in terms of the look, in terms of the elegance and just the build quality, it's probably the best suitcase that I've ever seen. Yet at the same time, just to switch things up, have a little bit more convenience with the slightly lighter option with the laptop case, truly a game changer. So at this point I have checked out a big part of their range. They have the checked luggage, the carry-on. All of them are super high quality, look very
elegant, and I have to tell you, if you compare them to other high quality, high range suitcases, they're fairly affordable as well. As of right now, with my code Danny15, if you want to buy a suitcase, if you're planning a trip anytime soon, you can get 15% off on any of their pieces. They're doing worldwide shipping, so no matter where you are, you can get one. It's free in the United States and Europe. The smoothest rolling suitcases in the game. I will leave the link first things in the description for level 8. And yeah, well, let's roll back into today's adventure.
So walking right now into this central mall. It's not just a mall, it's like a huge area, really nice Apple store here. And you see, the memories that come up when I'm here is during the COVID time. Thailand was sometimes very closed, and they opened up. The regulations were always really changing. But the thing is, when all of Thailand was already pretty chill, Bangkok still had a lot of restrictions. You only could go on certain corners, like months after most countries chilled out already. And I have to say, generally the whole vibe in the city, people felt kind of intimidated, I guess, by the situation, which at some point I understand. But there's always, when I come to countries that kind of like very much like to pay attention, just how free is it, how is the soft freedom, like it's like, for me it's important that the place is safe, especially if I spend a lot of time there. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like watched all the time, security, this and that. And this is actually a thing that one of the last times, more than a year ago, I was in Thailand, I was a bit unsure. But now coming back, being here already for a while, I can tell you that in Thailand is so chill. Like really, nobody bothers you, everywhere is extremely safe. And yeah, there's a little bit the Apple store, one of the biggest malls, the Central Mall. I guess let's wander in for a sec. It's been 20 minutes already and we're stuck forever. As always, Thai food courts, one of the best places you can be at. And so it is fairly busy right now, but nothing compared to, I just remembered being busy when I first got into Thailand. It was for New Year's a couple of weeks ago, and this place was completely packed with people. They closed down all the roads. There was some open air events. Really, Bangkok felt insane. There was probably like, I don't know, like definitely a couple million people on the street, and got stuck in traffic towards midnight. It was actually still quite nice, really nice energy. And yeah, so big walking square, Dixie, the go-to Thai supermarket, always kind of like some type of food markets. But for right now, I'm gonna be moving into close by neighborhood, maybe even walk there, close to the Lumpini Park, a place that I also wanted to stay since I've got to Thailand. It's kind of like, let's say, the central park of Bangkok. So guys, checking in right now, a little bit different neighborhood close by. Excited.
Busy, huh?
Thank you. Lemon tea. Vamos. Sawadika. So let me give you an idea of where we are. Absolutely blown away. So this is the Lumpini district, the Kimpton hotel, and let's say like that. First of all, the huge Lumpini Park with lots of like very nice space. We'll maybe show you later, but super nice kind of like mix of nature, city, skyline. This is where we just came from, down there basically. So very central. In this room, so we're being hosted by the Kimpton Hotel, and I have to tell you, this is a whole freaking so here we're having a tuk-tuk. Oop, I think it's fully edible. We'll find that out shortly. And this is kind of like, let's say, living area, super nice with the balcony, got the TV there. Big and nice coffee machine, I have to say. professional barista here. Shall we eat the tuk-tuk?
Sure. Is it eatable? Mmm.
And the other thing, traditional Thai candies. Super nice. Bean inside, jelly on the outside. And so here we are, top floor, 40th level, pretty much seeing all of Bangkok from here. Very playful bar. Later gonna come back, have a drink or two here. But yeah, overall, it's kind of like this area is completely open, which is nice. A little glass thing, and yeah, literally, this is the center, Siam in the back here. And from here, we're seeing Lumpini Park, right down there. First stop, let's get a quick workout in. And I can already tell this is one of the best hotel gyms we have apart. Perfecto. Hello. How are you? We're good. We're all in. This is the gym, and solid, very solid. I haven't seen a weight section yet, but life fitness equipment. Even 10 minutes walk from the Kimpton, one of my favorite places in Bangkok. I've only discovered it maybe on my, I don't know, one of the last visits. You see the big greenery parks in the city, but you don't think too much of it. But actually, I have to say, even though the city is super busy all the time here, every time I'm here is fairly peaceful, especially in the morning. Such a nice place. It's a pretty large park. Let's say walk through it maybe 20-30 minutes takes one way. And they have a lot, hundreds, if not even thousands of gigantic water monitor lizards. Some people say they bite. Didn't happen to me yet. Try to cuddle them every time I'm here. Where are they? Want to cuddle some lizards?
Huh?
Want to cuddle some lizards?
Sure. Come here, lizards. Here, come here. They have blue tongue.
Okay. Woke up in the middle of the night and noticed my girl is by myself. Well, in case you are in need of a little outdoor gym, it's funny, in Kiev they have something like that. It's called kachalka. So basically just old school, but at the same time fairly functional. They got a nice biceps bar, can do some rows there. Don't know exactly how this is gonna go down. Decline bench press looks a bit freaky, but what a vibe. But actually the park is extremely well maintained. Nice coconuts or palm trees. Now that it's all peaceful, I'm remembering I entered Thailand on New Year's, been in Bangkok for a couple of days, and it was crazy busy. I think I have a couple of shots on my phone. It was hard to go through the streets. All the roads have been locked up, so Bangkok can get super busy as well, but Lumpini is really a little escape. And there are the lizards in the water. Excuse me? What is your opinion on the monitor lizard? A couple of neighborhoods I wanted to visit. A few I haven't been that much to before, and to me it's kind of like really one of those interesting things about Bangkok. So many different neighborhoods, and as of right now, you maybe can tell we are in the entrance pretty much into Chinatown right now. So gonna walk a little bit. Just got into 7-Eleven and bought one of these, and you might think, hey, this is a Red Bull. It is, but actually it is the Kratin Dang, something like that, drink. And maybe you know, maybe you don't, Red Bull actually came from Thailand. Basically some guy, I don't know where he was from, but he came to Thailand, saw these drinks. They were kind of like medical drinks, tasted a little bit different, a little bit funky, and he wanted to make a drink out of it. At first it was very not popular. Obviously you can imagine the taste was a bit different. It was very new for, let's say, Western market. Different branding, different name, Red Bull. Boom, this is how this thing came to life, which is quite interesting. That comes from Thailand, from the intelligence that I've gathered. And yeah, I've tried it before. It's like the local one, a little bit more sugary, a little bit more intense, but it's like a heavy Red Bull. And so inside of the Chinatown walking street. So this area is very busy. First time I've been here, I've only discovered it maybe like after like 5, 7, 8 visits in Bangkok. Only been here once or twice, and it's very, very atmospheric, let's say it like that, in the sense of they really put on a lot of decorations, many shops. So in some ways feels a little bit commercial, especially in the evenings. It gets super busy. Commercial in the sense that there's a lot of stuff going on, also catered to tourists, but at the same time it is a real Chinatown. So a lot of people living here, going about a day-to-day business, which I really personally like this neighborhood. On the weekends it gets absolutely insane, almost like a public event. So during the week, during the day, just kind of like how it looks. In the evening, always a bit busy. So recommend it any day outside of Saturday, unless you enjoy the biggest crowds. And yeah, this is Chinatown. Let's get something to eat real quick. As you see, there is plenty of options. And so, little stop over here, very local shop. Gonna have some pork, rice. I have to tell you, one of my favorite dishes in Thailand. They stew it, it seems like for hours, if not even for days. Goes for a little bit slightly more expensive this neighborhood. 80 baht, like $3. $2. Yeah. Let's have some. Inside of a shop here. There we go. And so, came out to the water to, yeah, go a little bit somewhere else, and you're seeing giant freaking fish all over Bangkok. Just like that. Crazy, huh? Our boat. The boat is coming in, costs 30 baht, like less than $1, and the view should be quite something. Here we are. Took the public boat a couple of times, but this one is actually quite more fancier. The best thing is you see so much of Bangkok just from the boat. I honestly just do it for the boat right here. I don't even really want to go to the temples right now. It's a bit hot. Thoughts?
MRT Blue Line. Alight here for Bangkok Balan.
So getting out of the boat, there is some type of underground station here. Bit of Thai's history, 1896. This is basically how the palace looked here over 100 years ago. It's crazy. The Thai royal family is one of the richest in the world, and you see it in this district. And so, hopped out of the boat. What an epic ride. Drove by the Thai palace. So this is actually the royal palace of Bangkok. It's right behind me. Just wanted to kind of get a bit of a feeling for the area, for the city. I think we covered quite a lot today. So let's head out. Bangkok City, early morning. Taking the only one bus that is going at 7:45 from Eka Mai bus station. And so the Koh Chang adventure begins. Until I've seen a couple of pictures, I always thought it's probably not as good as the other places. But just looking out right now, we're seeing Koh Chang in the distance. And well, Koh Chang, day numero uno. Changed up a little bit, got into the place that we're gonna be calling home for the next couple of days. So as you see, there's a nice little canal flowing through the palm trees. Seriously guys, just a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit over a month ago, I've been in very cold places. Got a world to see style for winter Thailand. In many ways, I call it kind of like one of my homes. I think this is 10 plus visit at this point, but a place I've never been to, Koh Chang. And today I want to explore it with you a little bit. And to start it off, I was always looking a little bit like nice places. Koh Chang definitely a bit smaller, not as many hotels, and I really didn't expect as much from let's say that perspective. But we are here at a place that is called The Retreat Koh Chang, and I have to tell you, like a mid-size, absolutely beautiful, super minimalist, wood everywhere, glass resort or retreat as it's called. So basically what we're looking at over there is the main pool, little sand installation in front of it. We're right by the water, and there's actually a really nice beach, and I saw there's like what is there, elephants walking on the beach itself. So let me show you. They got like a fully open restaurant area, and I would say the highlight of the whole place, I'm going to show it to you right now with a little bit of a bird's eye perspective, is the breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it may be, little island. So as you're seeing, got some nice palm trees, got these little islands that I think I should explore in the next couple of days. People are kayaking, there's little boats going, so it's definitely accessible, but this is seriously such a highlight. So basically they have a little bit of a piece of land peeking out, little crabs walking in the corners, and that's where they put their restaurant on. Let's see what Koh Chang is all about. I've already walked through the street once, and I have to tell you, it's a bit different than I thought it would be. More busy, more developed, but not necessarily in a way like most Thai towns. So let's go. And so on the streets of Koh Chang, recording right now for the first time here. Walked yesterday in the evening, and the evening is very busy. So from what I understand, this is, let's say, not the main street, but one of the villages, and I have to tell you right away, much more developed than I thought. So a lot of shops left and right, almost development to a level of kind of like Phuket or something like that, but still in a different way, from the sense of most of the nice shops, kind of like cute little cafes, like this one I'm looking at here, something bowls, breakfast, Kai Bay Beach. So this is pretty much the area, if you're interested where we are. Not too far from the port, I feel like in the middle of the main area, which most likely gonna get a scooter later, explore. Wait, is that right street?
Yes.
Ah, no, yet it's not the right street. Okay, well, yeah, I think we can walk here. All right, next stop, Kai Bay Beach. So let's check out the Thai waters here in 2024. I was just saying, for me personally, it's like a solid 8 out of 10 beach for Thai standards. So you got some nice islands in the back. Water always towards the second part of the day is kind of like going back, so it's pretty shallow, but yeah. How's the water? It's warm. Even warmer, I would say, than yesterday, just after, like around sunset, was walking around here. But yeah, crystal clear the water. Seriously, fish swimming in there, and it's like, you know, 5-minute walk basically at the end of the day. If you really want to, you can climb the somewhat fence. But yeah, what else can you ask for? Not too busy, honestly, even though it's kind of like holiday season. So Koh Chang, very much today's video is my curiosity around it, because it's probably the most easiest accessible proper island around Bangkok. And bus, took the bus in the morning, 4 hours, some type of government bus. They even give you some cookies, nice. And then like a 30-minute ferry, and here you are, Koh Chang. Got my feet bloody already, as I call it, part of the Thailand experience. One piece of advice: if you walk on the beaches, do not do this one. Lots of little corals. So elephants by the beach. That's actually a first for me in Thailand. I don't know. After 50 beaches in Thailand, I've seen it all. Monkeys, naked people, naked monkeys, dressed monkeys. Even saw a camel once. Don't know what that did there, but elephants. So honestly, a bit sad. This guy's like always surrounded by tons of tourists, but what an animal.
guys, but before we continue today's video, overlooking the ocean right now, quick word from today's video sponsor, Level 8. You see, for quite a while now I've been troubling with this amazing carry-on suitcase, Level 8 generally. The quality, the build, this is their aluminium Gibraltar suitcase. I've also have a checked luggage with them. They have so many different functional options on their website. They have a lifetime limited warranty on them. You can also check out their Instagram. Sometimes they're giving away a suitcase for free. They have some exclusive discounts every once in a while, but I'm telling you one thing. My code, Danny15, will give you 15% off their entire range. I absolutely love the aluminum suitcase. Many people that have been watching my videos got it as well, but personally also their Pro carry-on looks very convenient with a laptop sleeve for quick access, and some of their checked luggages, especially the one with the wide grip, looks like you can put in even more things in there. So really innovative, but at the same time super high quality suitcases. If you're planning any time soon a trip wherever it might be, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur, Sri Lanka, Bali, there's hundreds of different countries, but I'm telling you, there's no other suitcase just like Level 8. I came up with that on the fly right now, so guys, I'll leave all the details in the description.
Got these nice little slippers in the room. Love them, seriously. So, little walk. And the best part is, I would say, just the symmetry of it. Like, really, it's not just about the facilities and, let's say, the hotel itself on the ground as much as it is about the aesthetics. So we're just walking towards it. You have the pool here, and then this island is perfectly centered. So when you're walking in, you're kind of being sucked into it. And yeah, truly masterfully done here. And when we're walking back here, you're seeing this pretty nicely sized glass box, and you're like, what is it? Coming in, what do we got here? Some treadmill, some chicks working out. All right. I think we got a little first line here in Koh Chang, a first line of tan, and in time for somewhat sunset. Still a very bright sunset in Thailand is really something else. So let's go to the corner, been in the morning too, and yeah. And so that's gonna be the sunset spot back on this little dock that they have here at the retreat. And yeah, we'll see what we're gonna be eating, but the sunset, I think it's time to get to aerial shots. From peaceful paradise for a little side mission right now. So there was mention that there's a little boat, and I'm seeing a lot of different little islands out here. I would say, why not go there? So no idea how the boat's gonna look, but basically the morning vibe here is real. I'm seeing this little island over there. There's a really interesting one on the other side, so let's see where we can hop on some kind of boat. Good morning. For the retreat boat? Yes. Okay. Good morning. Okay. Looks nice. So, nice white blue boat. Just get in here, yes? Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And so, things are escalating quite quickly out here. The captain, or the junior captain, not the one who's actually driving, told me the first island is gonna be Yuak. Excited, seriously, just woke up out of bed, or literally somebody's already chilling at breakfast over there. We're chilling down here. This is the little canal, some other resort, and yeah, next up, Yuak. So, approaching the first island. Not too big, couple of boats there. So, first island looks pretty nice. Looks like we're gonna have to jump in. Very blue waters by it. Nice little size of rocks, some like mini beach right in front of it. And a couple of boats, but seriously, this blue shade, oh yeah. Let's hop in. See you back on board. Gonna go for a little swim. Woo! So this was the first stop back on the boat, and the second island should be a bit bigger. I saw it from the mainland yesterday. Quite excited. And so pulled up to, what is it? Maybe third, fourth island, God knows. Do you know the name? Sorry, you know the name of the island or?
Yes, it's Manai.
Manai? Okay, thank you. Manai. Manai. A couple of people here, a lot of people from the mainland are kayaking over. And yeah, the cool thing is they have some trees. I don't know if the last tsunami took off the tops, but look at that, guys. So after a pretty nice and comfortable island trip, when I came back I said that was the first thing. I was like, that was the best island trip just because it didn't completely burn you out. Usually island trips quite intense. You go to a meeting point, you go to usually islands where you kind of like have, you all sometimes even stand in line, pay different fees. Of course, by far not the most, let's say, impressive islands of Thailand, but just kind of like nice to get out there. And also now sitting here knowing what is out there. So overall there was like 2 hours, super relaxed. And yeah, now at breakfast, hello. And I have to tell you, the quality of the food here, so good. So I'm having some kind of lean chicken with shrimp, matcha, and double espresso.
Espresso.
Yes, please. Thank you. Can I have one more like this? Yes, thank you. To make it double. Wow, that's a lot of milk. I'm a master at this. Ooh, so next morning in Koh Chang. I think today's gonna be interesting. Towards the later part of the day, gonna be heading out to actually see a bit more of the island. I moved up a floor. I was really excited about that because from here you're basically seeing what you saw before, all these amazing palm trees, the pool, and this room. Basically we're in the corner, we're seeing the sea. Seriously, so spend the night over here, little seating area over there, one more table, and this is just the view you're looking at before I'll take you out. The bathroom, wow, seriously, this is, I have to say, the nicest kind of like beachfront room, just because also like how they work together with just the whole apartment is like one color, it's brown and white, everything made out of wood, not too much, and then you're just purely in nature. So for today, gonna enjoy the property a little bit and then get a scooter and see a bit more of Koh Chang. That's the mission. And so good morning from quite a different vibe. We are on 2 wheels for the first time in a while. It's been a while. So last night, got my hands on a nice little red scooter and made it down all the way down to the island, to the Bang Bao area. It's called Fisher Village. So let's see what that's all about. So a little Thailand trivia. 7-Eleven is in the couple. It's actually, you know what? Actually 7-Eleven is the biggest grocery mini mart chain in the world. The biggest one. I hope I'm right. So Basically, that's what we're looking at. A red Honda Click, brand new, just picked it up. The woman didn't want to negotiate too much, 250 a day. Older scooter you can get for like 200 baht here on the island, but 250 baht, what is it, like $7-8? And you know, these days I only drive things where you don't have to stick the key on. You just keep it in your pocket. Red Ferrari, basically. Oh, we have to pay for parking here, or? 7-Eleven, yeah? Aha. Okay, okay. 20 baht for parking. The budget is... Here, you can pay real quick?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's see what this is about. Paid parking. Must be something, right? I was like, why is the lady approaching? So interested in my scooter presentation. Okay guys, interesting. I had no idea what the Bang Bao fishing village is, but it looks like basically there's the canals flowing through there, little fish. Got food, got like lots of different clothing, and it's still fairly early. It's like 11 a.m. right now. So always Thai markets are buzzing in the evening, but already kind of, yeah, pretty cool. Let's check it out. So here, health promoting hospital. That's how it should be. Most hospitals are just promoting, you know, disease minimization. This is health promotion, as it should be. And actually really, really cool. So got like little bridges set up you can walk through, and water all around with like some type of green neon turquoise color. I think in the evening this place is really something. So from what I understood, just kind of like I thought Bang Bao was like the more busy area. I just saw pictures, kind of look like it, but actually the island is ending here, so you cannot drive much further than like 10-15 minutes down the road. And actually most of the island is on the other side, so moved tonight just to just like a random whatever little hotel to explore the island. Gonna move to another side as well, but today let's see what this side has to offer. They freshly make seafood here. This one I have no idea what it is. Is this oyster?
Yeah.
Oysters, crab. See, look, they locked them up for people like me. So slightly a bit of a drive off the market, just walking into some random hotels. Want to see the beach. So yeah, definitely this part of Koh Chang, my guess, is the more quiet one. You just really see it in the evenings. Yesterday I drove through, nothing going on. During the day, very peaceful, just a couple people swimming, and yeah, pretty nice place actually here. Travel the world, but never forget that the true destination is love, peace, and happiness. Damn right. What is the name of this place? Well, you saw it a second before, and very, very nice little beach, super blue water. Like the amount of water goes down during the day is actually crazy. Like you pretty much cannot, like in the evening you pretty much cannot swim, but during the day, as you see, pretty nice and deep. Actually also I would say a pretty nice hotel option in itself in the beach. Solid. Oh, look at that sun. Ah. Looking good.
Here we are. Some local. I
think
hope.
I'll have green curry. Stir fry oyster sauce with beef.
With beef.
And we'll also take one noodle soup with beef and one rice. $85. Cool. $8.
Yeah.
7 something. Right now coming to you from the other end of the island. So loaded up the scooter. Carry on life is the best. Just makes it so convenient. I wouldn't recommend it for most people, but you know, years of experience, you have to carry on the scooter. And going to see the other side. Actually, I wasn't sure which one's the busier one. This one seems to be so far super quiet. The drive is amazing. It takes like around half an hour from the area before to get to the port, and another 30 to 50 minutes to get down to the other end. Stop by a little cafe here, get a little coconut. I love this part. Seriously, at the end I will give you a full review of Koh Chang, my full thoughts. I visited over 10 different islands in Thailand. They're all similar, but all have a distinct flavor to them, and Koh Chang honestly is better than expected. But more about that later. Time to find a little new home. So this is what I was telling you. Got the big boy on top. I don't know, doesn't get any better than this, does it? А если медленький, то можно посмотреть по карману. If you like waking up past midnight in the dreams of the day, come with me and escape, girl. So cool. So much trash. Long Beach, Koh Chang. So it has been a full week, 8 days, 9 days, God knows, time flies in some ways. And I have to tell you, in many ways, I am positively, not necessarily surprised, but let's say satisfied with many Thai islands. Even though there's a lot of similarities, all of them have a very different vibe. All of them I've been to: Koh Samui, Koh Phangan, Phuket, Koh Tao, all of the, let's say, different coasts, the Krabi, Koh Lanta. God, Thailand is really one of those places. I've spent a lot of time, probably definitely more than a year in the last 3 or 4 years combined. And for many reasons, I've always thought this place really offers more, but also in many ways if you do it right. Fun fact is, actually, I posted on Instagram a little photo talking about that I'm back in Thailand. I visited more than 10 times, and some people said, you know what, we didn't like it as much. And then I remembered the very first time I've been in Thailand, I didn't like it. Like, it was weird. It was beautiful, it was nice, the scenery was great, but it felt stressful, moving all the time, different tourist towns, you get approached non-stop, different language, and it was really stressful. So when I left, I was kind of like happy, and then came back, thought it was okay. But then after that, the next couple of years, when I started to look for the places that personally for me, let's say, can give me the lifestyle that I want, that I like, especially if I'm not just travel but stay for a couple of weeks, but even more so in the same place, you can kind of like find your corners to have an amazing experience, spend weeks, maybe even months. It's kind of like basically on the channel I talk about building a life of freedom around the world. So going to places that I say, as I say, offer more, be it like a better lifestyle, be it more value for your money, more social, professional opportunity. And I have to say that Koh Chang is one of the easiest accessible places from Bangkok. Little bus ride, little ferry, and you're here. You can fly into Phuket. That is kind of like similar level of easiness, maybe even slightly faster, but with airport check-in, check-out, get a taxi, get on in Phuket Island, pretty similar. But what I have to say is the two sides of the islands are completely different. So one, very developed, a little bit Koh Samui style. It reminds me, not as large, not too similar to Phuket. Phuket definitely is a bit wilder, let's say, in the developed parts, which I think is fun for a couple of days. Staying there, I think, is a nightmare, personally, in my opinion. Like all the massage parlors, all the party, all the ping pong shows. Not somewhere I want to live. Cool to stop by, to walk through. Or let's say Pattaya, which is kind of close by on the way. Similar experience. Also very nice corners always. But you have the development on the one side, and then the other side, surprisingly, as I mentioned before, I wasn't sure which one is kind of like, let's say, the Koh Chang, the busy Koh Chang, the town. Very quiet. You drive, couple of cafes, couple of little stores, couple of resorts. Also more affordable on this side, the accommodation, the resorts on the other side. So in the first part we cover, let's say, the luxury segment. Couple $100 a night, you get amazing world-class service, amazing food, everything, and also very peaceful, even though it's in the busy area, what you saw in the beginning. But then go into this site and there's resort for starting $30, like nice, pretty nice resorts. $50 then stayed at a different one, and the value, once again, you can get is amazing. This is a little bit my wrap up of Koh Chang. I would say not my favorite island, but also in terms of the nature, Long Beach, probably my top 10, maybe even top 5 beaches in Thailand. Obviously, scenery of Maya Bay and Koh Phi Phi is hard to beat, but the vibe generally in Koh Tao, I would say, and Koh Chang, I mixed them all up, is better. And yeah, not sure if I will, let's say, choose it as one of the places to go back to, because I was actually planning to do Koh Phangan and Koh Tao this time around, but then I was like, hey, haven't been to Koh Chang, let's check it out. And I have to say, for me personally, I expect it to be kind of like a 7 out of 10. Nice nature, nice town, but I was like, probably have to go to Koh Phangan, maybe go to Krabi to really see, let's say, this type of like screensaver Thailand, as you see behind me right now. And we have it in Koh Chang, and I'm quite happy to say this. So a little bit of a review videos in many ways. I think this video was like 30-40 minutes. I filmed all day long. And how did you like it? How did you like it?
So it's my first time on an island at all, so I'm impressed by everything, by water, by sand, by nature, by monkeys, by elephants, by food, by everything.
Elephants. We saw the elephants today.
Yeah, it was cool. I like it. Animals. So Koh Chang, yeah.
Oh man.
So cool. I like it.
Yeah. So Lisa also has a channel. We just started doing a little bit of videos. You can check it out below. Today filming first time on the islands. Woo! As you see, people love it. People love it. So this has been a little bit the wrap up of Koh Chang. I hope you enjoyed today. It's a little bit more extended episode. When coming here, I wanted to really experience, see the island from all its different sides. And yeah, it's a solid 8.5 for me in terms of islands. Personally, I think I prefer Koh Phangan a little bit for just the vibe, different cafes, concept, restaurants. I would say a little bit better. The crowd, personally, depending where you go, can be a bit hippie, a bit crazy. But I mean, they have like the 1 month full moon party that I've never been to. But outside of that is a very peaceful island, and between like the more busy area and the very quiet area in Koh Phangan, probably my favorite island for like staying long term. Long term, I would say Koh Samui is great too, but personally in terms of the nature and development, it's a bit too busy for me, and the nature is a bit also like too crowded, the beaches and everything. Phuket I think can be a great base too, just because of how accessible it is to everywhere. If you go out of the main touristy areas, the island is big. And yeah, that's about it. Krabi I would say is the best for nature, but I didn't really find like a proper towns to like actually live in. It's really mostly about like amazing resorts and beaches. But yeah, this is in many ways also like my full opinion on Thailand islands. Some people, when I post, they always ask me like, what would you recommend? And this is pretty much my wrap up. If you want to have close by to Bangkok, Koh Chang is better than expected. And there's actually the neighboring islands of Koh Mak and Koh Koot that I still consider to check out. From what I heard, they're a bit more quiet and peaceful, and some people saying, I didn't like Koh Chang that much, so busy. Koh Mak, whatever, is quiet. You want to have quiet? Drive on the other side. Sometimes you drive during the day for 5 minutes, you don't see one other vehicle. It's weird. It's weird how you get best of both worlds here in many ways. And yeah, this has been Koh Chang. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. Join me on Instagram to see where I am right now. And yeah, also excited to go back to Bangkok. And so guys, before I show you around here, truly an oasis. I've learned these words when staying at these places. An oasis inside of Bangkok. No, seriously. It's like a huge green resort right by the river because of the size of it. It feels like almost like an island resort in a sense. And passing right now through the breakfast place, and they're supposed to have a boat. And it's gonna take us to the other side of the water, and the boats here are crazy. They're passing through all the time. Truly looks, in the sense, futuristic, and in another sense kind of like also traditional, because there's a lot of different boats. Hello. There's a boat leaving soon, yeah? Boat? Yeah? Okay. So we are on time. We're rushing a bit to get it, so it's like every hour or so there's a boat going back and forth. And our destination is right now, let me show you, is right, let's see, over there, this big thing. Thank you. The captain. And so guys, here we are on board of the Shangri La machine. Is actually quite surprisingly shaky, but yeah, we're going into the waters. this side we're seeing all of modern Bangkok, the tallest building in Thailand, the Mahanakhon. This incredible structure there is the Shangri La pretty much, and what we're pulling up on is truly a mall. The icon Siam, the architecture of it. Right next are these two condo buildings. Yeah, let me show you why I believe this is probably the best mall in Thailand from what I've seen. Not even one of the best in the world, to use some superlatives at you. So I would say that's what you call a freaking mall, guys. The icon Siam by the Chao Phraya River. I don't know when they opened it, but it must have been recently. I've discovered it the first time, I think in early 22 when I was here, and you have to say, when you're inside, when you come from the back from the subway, it looks impressive inside, everything. I'll take you in, but just the architecture truly looks like something out of the future. There's an amazing lookout spot which we're gonna go up to. It's pretty much, I would say, the best free view you can get in all of Bangkok, in my opinion. If you know a better one, let us know. But also just looking in the other direction, you see so much of Bangkok, even just from the ground level. So the Shangri La where we're just coming from is this big building over there, and yeah. I don't necessarily want to make this a mall review, but just to give you a general idea, one of it is kind of like the fancy wing, fancy restaurant, super, I mean, look at it, very Trump style, all golden. And downstairs is surprisingly one of the best and yet extremely affordable food court, priced pretty much like on the streets. We'll take you down. Oh, guys, looking at 8 floors here. We're gonna go all the way to the top. Maybe, not sure. So on the 7th floor right now, changes real quick. So downstairs some kind of restaurants. It looks a little bit like that. Here you see how deep it goes. Humongous event space. And this right there, the Napalai Terrace. First time I came out there, I couldn't believe it, honestly. Like, there's so many good rooftop bars in Bangkok. Like in the other videos, I'll show you Park Hyatt, Kimpton Hotel rooftop bar, and views are very nice, different. But here, see it for yourself. On the terrace, pretty much overlooking all of Bangkok, because we're on the other side of the river. We're pretty much seeing city center, Siam over there, tallest building, the tower that was featured in Hangover 2. Our home right now, over there, the big property. And yeah, really cool, really futuristic. Over there is a Starbucks. I would say best Starbucks view I've seen to date. They like to do these things, but yeah. So if you know a better view in Bangkok, which is so freely accessible, let me know. But for now, that must be it. G floor, so I think one lower from the entrance. I would say this is the best take that I've seen on kind of like a real Thai market in a super modern setting. And you would think everything is crazy overpriced, everything is for tourists, but the thing is, what surprised me the first time I was here is the prices are pretty much like on the street, maybe slightly higher, depending where you are. And amazing food, lots of like little trinkets, little souvenirs, clothing, bags, shoes. Let's see where the food is. A really big food market. Also often there's like some kind of events down here, so really the mall in some ways, this one has kind of like all different levels, categories, experiences, some like fancy restaurants, fine dining, and then also this street food market that we're entering right now. So truly authentic food, so much choice, and it all looks so freaking good. So the dishes here range from 50 baht to like 150, 200 more. Of course, they have like crabs, lobsters, whatever here. They do a lot of things with their broth, so they're pretty much cooking everything they're doing. A lot of the dishes, like this one over here, all day long, so the flavor becomes just so freaking juicy. Whew. Ooh, tempting. Let's head back to the little oasis that we're staying at, where I'm gonna also definitely show you around. Stay there already one night, and I have to say, in terms of city hotels, it doesn't feel like one. It feels like such a, let's say, resort, which it is, but in a big city like Bangkok, that's not easy to find. And we're rushing slightly to catch our boat. Here's the responsible agent to make sure we get everywhere. Chop, chop, chop. Thoughts on the mall?
Very huge, beautiful, and that's cool that you can find like H&M, Zara, mass market, also some local shops and luxury stuff. It's cool, and the food court is crazy. It's just crazy. I want to eat there every day, every time in a different cafe.
We'll be back. We'll be back. For now, I would say, let me take you to the mystical land of Shangri La. It's right here by the river. I thought I would show you the mall because it's one of my favorite places in Bangkok. And as you know, if you're new here by any chance, I'm gonna world see. I document my life around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. So I always try to create, let's say, an experience video where I want to show you some of my favorite places and also different hotel experiences. And Shangri La, I remember I stayed once in Kuala Lumpur in one of the oldest locations. This one also is one of the first signature Shangri-Las, and I didn't expect it to be, let's say like that, as cozy and peaceful as it is. Let me show you. Let me show you what it's all about. Successfully and safely back on land. Shangri La land. Let's take it upstairs. There should be some snacks. So I'm gonna give you a full tour around here. I would say tomorrow morning, just to give you a little taste of how it looks. Seriously, Shangri La palace here basically. Let's take it to the top floor for sunset. It's a slightly cloudy day today, but I think it's still gonna look nice. So on the 24th floor, amazing view. This is their lobby area basically. Pretty much everywhere around the hotel you're seeing the river, it's the vibe. And the alternative breakfast option up here, have to tell you, a little bit smaller, a little bit cozier, but what you get is not right in front of the river, but in some ways maybe a bit more exciting. So a nice breakfast setup, and what we're looking at is the river from the 42nd floor. And so, kicking off the next morning, let me show you around truly little oasis of Bangkok. We are in super skyline by the river, as you have seen before. This is what we're seeing in the back. The river, big buildings, and behind us, if you were ever passing through this big bridge there, actually on New Year's I've been passing through there, huge crowds, you're gonna see this structure behind us, which is the Thailand Tower, the Kruntip, from what I understood means Thailand in the local language. And this is the tower, one of the two Shangri-La towers. The main one is over there. We're gonna head over in a second, but look at this beautiful oasis. The cool thing is about this place is right next to the MRT, and you can stop by, obviously have a coffee, go to one of the restaurants. They have an amazing Thai restaurant I checked out last night. Super cool view on the river. Just generally the vibe, being right here, so many boats are passing by. And I would say, before I show you the property a little bit, they have a really cool pool as well. Let me show you the room, which is the heart of this place because of the location, because of the view you get. Check it out. When I first saw the Chao Phrao River, this building just sticks out let's go in. Let me show you what we're looking at. You probably have already seen what this place is. So we are at the Shangri La Bangkok. And what we're seeing is the Chao Phrao River with this skyline. Absolutely amazing. So these balconies, Icon Siam Mall, it's a fairly new mall. Check out the balcony. How nice is that? So this big mall over there has a also super nice, let's say, terrace, a lookout spot. Every time I'm there, this is the one building that sticks out. It looks so cool. So very Shangri-La, very oriental, very, I don't know, you know, Shangri-La, the mystical place. And this location, I have to say, truly feels like it. So you have pretty much a panoramic view of Bangkok, of the winding river. On this side is the pool. Gonna check everything later out, but just this view on this side, I've actually never properly seen it because I've only been like usually on that side in a mall or something. And boats are passing by all the time. Such a vibe. And also a little bit further back there is the Royal District. You're also seeing some of the temples right from here, but this room is truly something. Like, it's fairly cozy, nice side, have a desk, this seating area with this view. I mean, absolutely amazing. So this is the one building of Shangri-La. There's the pool, and this over there is the second building. So pretty huge property. Gonna discover it in the next couple of days, take the boat, get out. I mean, the location really invites it. And seriously, all these colors, the wood, the yellow, and of course a little bathroom. This is incredible. So the bathtub has this window. I don't think anybody's gonna see you too much if you're gonna sprinkle around there. So wow, I absolutely love also the contrast of, first of all, we're by the river, so somewhere here is also, okay, here's the rest of the building, also panoramic windows in most of them. So this corner unit, absolutely amazing. The hotel from the Hangover 2 movie is also around here. So very, very epic skyline. Feels very different because it's by the river. Most of these buildings are completely newly built, but Shangri-La, I think this one has been here since 1980 something. So really one of the iconic places in the city, and super happy to discover it a little bit in the next couple of days. We'll take you along. And yeah, such a contrast, such a feeling just being by the river here. So this is the main building of the hotel. Most of the restaurants are here. Our room is up there, which you have just seen, and very nice, kind of like for a big city, really interesting lower ground pool, and looking on the river, having a lot of, like, what is it? I think those are actually palm trees, for exception. Usually it's coconut trees all over. But yeah, super peaceful vibe overall. Nice pool in the middle, and the coolest thing is that you can lay right by the pool, or you can kind of lay on the side looking at the river. This is where we are. Bangkok's cooler, windier day here in, what is it called? Tanglor? Plantip? What is Thailand in the local language? I'm not sure, but yeah, very cool with the building in the background, a little island with trees in the middle, and always kind of like seeing also the skyline. Whew, there she goes. Elisa is struggling because she thinks she is fat. Can you believe that?
I'm delusional.
Cuckoo. So, cancel me now. Cancel me. So guys, coming out of the pool, one of my favorite areas in the gym. Hello, how are you? Let's go take a look. Thank you. So we're gonna come back for a workout a little bit later, but sun's gonna be down, and I was here last morning, and I have to say Shangri-La never disappoints. I've only been at one other one, to be fair, but the gyms, this one is kind of like super long. Basically you have a cardio machines, cable back there, nice leg presses, and in the other corner pretty much goes all the way back down there. Free weight section. I think here the dumbbells go up to 30, which is really good for a hotel, but Especially the fact that you have the nice view outside, lots of daylight in here. Absolutely, for a gym, for a hotel, amazing gym. Starting the evening at the bar right by the river, super amazing view. Seriously, this river view must be one of the best things in the world, honestly. So many boats passing by, such an energy. The sunset, I think picture says more than 1,000 words. And going for a little young coconut and some type of cocoa. What did you order here, huh?
Mango cocoa mocktail.
Actually, I ordered it, okay.
Oh.
Tacho, come on.
And the guests give like money.
And the evening activities here at the Shangri La. They have a Thai restaurant, the Salatip. And I have to tell you, this is truly Thai. So the restaurant itself is almost pretty much a temple. Look at that building. We're still super nice by the river. Very peaceful actually. So there's like the pool, busy area. But here, let's see where we will be sitting. Wow. I was thinking the view is nice at the other bar, but this is a whole new level. Up, up, up. Thank you. Oh. The Shangri La. I expected it to be quite large, but I have to tell you, I did not expect it to be so peaceful, so chill, so much kind of like, sometimes I forget I'm in Bangkok, I'm kind of like in some river city, but at the same time at a resort where it almost feels like a little bit of an island vibe with the palm trees, with the coconut trees. And well, I would say let's get into today's portion of the places. When I started to travel years ago, first time in Bangkok, I think it was 2018. This building right there impressed me the most. There's the tallest building in Thailand, the Mahanakhon, that's not it. Looks cool. It's a little bit outside. This is the coolest street, I would say. We're around the Siam district. And this place, I didn't even know it's a hotel until a couple of years ago. Once I found out, I was like, wow, this looks crazy. And today, we're gonna call it home. Incredible. So this whole thing from all different angles, the building looks different. On the bottom is the mall, on top, this is all the hotel. I have no idea what to expect. Well, let's see what type of experience you can get in Bangkok. Ooh, guys, rolling in, so the hotel is basically inside of the Embassy Mall. That's like the first 4 or 5 floors. What's on top? We're gonna find out. So just walked in, pretty nice bar, open area, seeing all of Bangkok from here, but most interestingly, I would say, this thing here. So just got into the room. Have to tell you, expectations were high, excitement is high, and I think for good reason. Let's walk in. So wow, this room, so basically what we just looked at the building, this is a corner room. You walk in and this is pretty much what you get, a 180 view of Bangkok. You can see the whole city from here, and when I walked in, I'm like, is this the best view ever? Definitely might be. So basically on the other side is the Siam Mall, the big one, but actually I think this is the better view to give you an idea of the room. Nice big bed in one corner, humongous TV right in front of it here. Nice little seating area, as you see, perfectly utilized. And seriously, this view, so a panoramic window is always sick, but this, like basically, this is kind of like the whole building is rounded and you really see it, and it makes the room actually feel really huge. Like it's a large room, got a nice little study, can sit here, Still have the whole view. Just checked the minibar. If you know the, what is it? Daniel Craig advertisement. Belvedere vodka. That's the first thing I see when I open up. Then you're like, wow, what is that? Whiskey. Iron balls. You always have options if you have balls. That's what it says. So just put up my own little music box here to actually have a Bose in the corner, but that's how I'm usually traveling these days. And seriously, this view, wow. And another nice moment. I just already checked it out. Just everything packed so nicely. Park Hyatt Bangkok. Wow, wow, wow. And Park Hyatt Bangkok. Little bottles of water. So this has been the room. Just checked in, I would say. Let's see what this building's all about. Let's go for a little tour. Luke Chop already finished half of it. So it's kind of like little tiny thin jellies filled with some, I think, a type of
Beans.
That's what I said, but is it true? Made from mung beans, coconut milk, coated with gelatin, painted with natural food coloring. This one, they even put a little leaf on top, as if it's like a real fruit. And it tastes actually really good, not too sweet. Super nice. So finally ventured out to the pool, or actually here. What I didn't realize right away is that the pool is down there. Here's like a nice laying area with an elevation. And the cool part is from here you see even more of Bangkok. So this is like the highest level, got 3 beds laying down there. And what you don't see as much from, let's say, if you're more in there, is the whole building. The sun's shining on it right now, a bit of a, let's say, tainted light, but super nice skyline. Under us is the big mall, and here have also like a pretty nice skyline, which pretty much you also see from the pool. And I have to say, together with this whole area, I can see why this pool has been, what was it, voted best pool of 2023. Just because the pool itself is not like the largest, the biggest, but with the building in front of it, especially when you're kind of like walking in from the side and with this laying area, probably one of the best city pools, like city hotel pools. It's also really peaceful. Like back there is a bit of an air conditioner, which kind of like helps to even out any type of noise that you might hear. So super peaceful, especially down here. You hear it. It's actually quite busy right now. It's a Saturday today, but yeah. So in the very morning, the pool is like most lit and the sun's a little bit more there. And as of right now, gonna get a little bit of a tan, a little bit of a dip, and that's the pool. And so we're in. Come in. I have to tell you, this might be one of the coldest pools in Thailand. Not super cold, but usually if the sun's shining on it all day, kind of like heats up. But here you have a very nice refresher, especially considering right now Bangkok like 34 or 5 degrees. During the day you heat up, you jump in first, a little bit cold, but after a couple of seconds, super nice. And so jumping is a bit tricky, as you know me. I jump into pools for a living basically at this point. Now, let's say it like that, just because it's so peaceful on the side of the pool, I can say it has quite a unique vibe. You hear the city a little bit, you feel it, but it's not like you're right inside of it, even though you are. Super central. Like later, when we're gonna check out tomorrow, probably gonna walk around the main areas a little bit, but yeah, what a vibe, especially in the evening. So top 10 pools, it is. I'm wondering, my number one, if you can guess, was recent. On the roof of the Park Hyatt, seriously. I will tell you everything in a second, but just got a little tour, saw some of the most amazing, like seriously, restaurants. And the rooftop here, you know, I'm a big rooftop guy. Look at that, guys. Smells good.
As you know, Johnny Walker is the blue label is the most famous.
And as you see, the sun is down. This is the 9th floor, so they have so many different kinds of little, what would you call it? They're like balconies. This one you get this amazing view of the MRT driving by in both directions. Basically, you're looking at the main street of Bangkok. And now that the sun is down, I mean, this is already a nice view. This is also where the room is facing to. And for some reason, this one's quite secret. The hotel is full of little secrets. They have secret rooms. And even though this one is not a secret, nobody's really here because it's kind of like in the back of the hotel. Most people don't go here. And another room, which probably is going to be much busier today, is the very top, somewhere there in the corner. During the tour, when we first got here yesterday, got an idea, but not in the evening. So let's go check it out. Ooh, so made it to the roof. I think 36th floor we are, and seriously, all these humongous buildings, usually you look from below up. Here we're pretty much on the level with them. So this is where we just have been down there, basically those buildings, and the bar I believe opens at 5:30 every day. So amazing rooftop spot, open until midnight or something. And we're gonna be eating right now actually. One floor below, grill. The restaurant itself looks really cool, motorbikes, kind of like, if you've seen the movie Kingsman, kind of looks like the shop a little bit. A lot of gold, very gentleman style, whiskey, cigars, things like that. So very, very cool. Very different from like the lower ground where we were eating earlier today.
And then finally the hamachi crudo. This one's with some Australian finger lime, avocado puree, and some burnt orange.
Yes, thanks very much. Заяц. Ну, погоди. It is the next morning here at the Park Hyatt. So the same place that is the restaurant is in the morning the breakfast, open kitchen. You see they're firing it up, they're going crazy there. So amazing breakfast. So I wouldn't say it's like the largest hotel breakfast I've ever seen, like in terms of choice, which to me personally is a bit stressful if there's too much choice, honestly. So everything super neat. Everything also looks very like super high quality, basically, let's say it. And yeah, decided to sit outside right by the pool. And the slogan of the hotel is something like a tranquil oasis inside of the city of Bangkok. And actually at first I was like, oh, we're like the most busy district, like what's going on? But actually if you're in the back here, there's no buildings right in front of it. So you barely hear the city. It's actually really quiet, birds are flying around. And yeah, for breakfast, what we're looking at is, I'm going quite humble today. Usually I'm going crazy at breakfast buffet, but I'm still kind of full from yesterday. So Chinese pork, barbecue, a little bit of steamed broccoli, a little miso soup, little carrot juice, which I don't like, but Huberman said it's very good. And yeah, some of these things. Snake fruit. I've never seen a small snake fruit like that. It's Thai, I guess. Usually the Indonesian one is bigger, but yeah, amazing. And overall, the vibes of Bangkok that you're getting up here is truly unmatched. So what I just realized is that the building is in the shape of an infinity sign. So if you see it from the beginning, I showed you how it looks. It's kind of like an arc, it's going up, there's levels going down, and just all on top of us. If you look from all the way on top, it's kind of like an infinity sign. Probably cannot fly my own bird around here, but on their page I kind of like saw the aerial shot from on top. Now let's say, let me give you a little tour. So this is the bar. They have a bunch of these little terraces on different levels. So the room, obviously an absolute highlight, and it's actually really quiet inside of the room, by the pool also. Here in the bar, right in front of the lobby, obviously it's also accessible to the public, so if you just want to come by, sit down, have a drink. So this over here is the lobby area, and what they also mention is that the owner of this particular Park Hyatt is, let's say, very into art. There's art pieces all over the hotel, here being one of them. Most of them is from one particular Thai artist. So basically walking in, this is where we earlier checked in. Once again have like a butterfly art work over there. And walking down is probably my favorite, let's say, aesthetic part of the lobby area, is just this really impressive hallway going down to the breakfast area. And actually what they mentioned is that this marble in the wall has been carved by water. So this one whole block with water, they carved it in. There's one of those also in our room. So basically artwork all over the hotel. Really cool. This thing hanging over there is by, as far as I remember, a Japanese artist. It's kind of like a, let's say, metaphorical dragon, or how do you say that? Abstract dragon with this metal structure on the roof. And earlier when I've been walking through, they had live music over here, and the cool thing is the breakfast is also right by the pool, so looking forward to have that as well. Let me show you the outside area. So this is like really fancy, fine dining, you know. Upstairs, the bar is actually really cool, a little bit like Kingsman style to me, like if you have seen the movie. I'll show it later to you, but yeah, obviously in many ways to highlight the pool. And the way the sun shines on is actually quite interesting. At every time of the day, the sun is obviously circling around the hotel. So right now there's like a little bit of sun in the morning, I think it's more. And on their Instagram page, I've seen the pool has been voted something like best pool in 2023. And I have to say, with the building, you know, I'm crazy about pools. Asia especially, Malaysia, Thailand, the Dubai pools are incredible. I cannot say which one's my favorite, but just because of the architecture, because you're seeing the super unique building, I can understand why they got the vote last year. Here like a nice little garden, and so this is, let's say, the main space of the hotel. Nice to walk around, and it's really peaceful actually and calm, even though we're like super very much in the bustling Bangkok.
So temperature is quite nice around this time of the day. We are at the embassy room, so one level lower from the lobby. You go through this really nice hallway, and Catalonian food. So basically they said the chef here is a legend, but what I can know for sure is that I think this is like the first proper real Michelin restaurant, and the food is really fine dining. So everything, little small portions. They told me that this will open my, what is it gonna open?
Palate.
My palate, and they recommend that you eat it whole. I feel like my palate is opening. No, seriously, it's like a little drop, and it just kind of like punches in your mouth and it disappears. And so pretty much Spanish cuisine, but not like, you know, the usual like you would think, tapas, whatever. Super interesting things. So this is a savory churros, so not sweet, with, what is it?
Caviar.
Caviar on top. Tastes like really good. So the main course, wait for that, but all these small little things. So here's some bread with some cheese inside, jamon on top. Oh my god.
Back of the bottom, you're going to see this sticker, which means has to be from Rias Bikes, has to be.
Open your palate. Funny, huh?
Really funny. So oily. It's like olive oil, but eatable. Really, really funny. It's something like Parmigiano chips with avocado and something inside.
Tastes much better than expected. Like, it looks very simple, but
It looks very simple,
I haven't
but
tried that actually.
you can feel.
You should try this one. No, we're on it.
You can feel different flavors at the same time, and it's kind of confusing, but I wanna eat more to like. I'm curious about caviar.
This is my favorite.
This is your favorite?
Yeah. Crazy, huh?
Crazy.
Big recommendation movie like that, a menu. We feel like proper connoisseurs here.
Yeah, it's like sweet and sour and creamy and crispy at the same time. It's crazy.
Right now, hop in for the churros.
I'm a really caviar lover, and black caviar is my top one, so I was waiting for this moment.
Welcome to Embassy Catalan. For the next course, we serve the confit mushroom and put around with the migas. The migas is just like the kutong cooked with the chorizo. And on the middle, we put the egg sui in the 63. And next, I will put it is about cheese form. The cheese is come from the north of the Spain. You can smelling about the smoke when you eat together.
So a rare sighting of a drunk D. Guys, somehow we wandered into a wine tasting. I wasn't aware that tonight's gonna be wine tasting. This is the 6th in a round today from the north of Spain. They're all from there. So we got the next round. They're all very nice small size. Just to get the feeling, the taste. You're gonna love that. Super creamy. Wow.
What is it? What's inside?
Some mushrooms, the cream, the truffle on top. It's crazy good. I'm too drunk to tell you what it is. What's up?
Okay.
I just brought you on the channel to give us the food reviews. I don't do that.
We have foie gras with something I forget with what exactly, but we have some pastries, and it's all from Catalonia, Spain. So good.
Exquisite.
Very good liver. It's like buttery. You can't even like feel it. You can't feel the texture, only taste of foie gras. Also something sweet and something like sour sweet, and this pastry is insane, exquisite. Yeah, professional executor of the langoustine.
So the professional executor.
Yep.
Bilingual professional executor. Try it. It's a shrimp, clearly.
No, it's a langoustine.
All
Can't
right.
you see?
Try it, you're drunk.
Pure meat.
Oh, so just do
Chocolate.
a quick shot of everything. So we're back. I would say this is my new official favorite view of Bangkok. So before I thought it was the icon Siam, and this is actually going to be another place that was on my list for a very long time to check out. The river, the Chao Phraya River. Seriously, Bangkok, I liked it always, but now after coming so many times, this one I truly kind of understand how I feel about the place. And today's experience, the Park Hyatt experience, as I said, to me has also, in a way, a special meaning, because when the very first time I came here, I absolutely Love these like subways passing by. There's actually a cafe, the bookstore that I think I've also showed today, right under the hotel. You can get a very, very similar view. So if you just want to sip on a coffee, obviously the hotel is also open to the public, you know, like lunch, whatever, the rooftop. Very, very nice view, very nice vibe. Let's say it like that. My highlight in terms of restaurants, food, everywhere the quality was amazing. The fish in the living room restaurant, kind of like behind the lobby. But together with the vibe, together with, let's say, what type of food they're serving, which is seafood and meat, the grill on the 35th floor was absolutely amazing. The Spanish experience was truly a first time, very, very unique, very, I mean, fine dining, and just how long it was going on, how much wine there was. I don't know if you see it in the footage, but got a bit boozy that night, and overall 2 full days here. I can confidently say that this place doesn't just look cool. The whole experience here is in my top 3 hotels of all time. In case you're new here, on the channel for the past couple of years to document my life around the idea of building a life of freedom around the world. And on the one side, it's kind of like my day-to-day life, going to places that offer more. Especially back in the day, I was always covering how much more you can get in certain countries. And I think Thailand, in a way, some people look at it as still kind of like a Southeast Asia, developing nation. I have to tell you, the way I see it is, it's truly developing in the sense that this futuristic city center, this type of hotel experience, which is truly world-class, you don't get into many places. So on that note, there's another place I wanted to go to. Either we're gonna do it right now or we're gonna do it in a separate video, as I mentioned, by the river, really doing a little bit my bucket list experiences. And so covering different hotels, especially my go-to is always, I'm a big fan of these like different architecture concepts with the infinity on top. I'm hoping I can get my hands on some aerial footage. If you have seen it, we have succeeded, which is obviously a bit tricky in Thailand. And so if you're new here, I hope you enjoyed me taking along, very unfiltered, just really documenting the full experience here. If you want to see where I am right now, you can join me on Instagram to stay up to date. And well, on that note, you too, the world see. The essence of life in itself, and everything that you say just takes the world with you. People will love you for who you are, but just because the way you are doesn't mean that you can keep becoming, because that's what all life is about. It's like a plant, it's a seed, it starts growing, and growth is the only sign of life. So just tell the world how Bangkok is.
Thank you for believing in me, big man, big wise man.
I like